Right now at noon, we've got the latest on the Chinese spy balloon and how the House voted to condemn the action.
We're live at Meadowbrook Mall in Pittsburgh for the 2023 Pittsburgh Business Expo. We'll have more on that, plus the fact it's still cloudy and cold out there, and winter warm-ups on the way coming up.
And judgment and sentencing for a Sikeston, Missouri man accused of a 2019 robbery and eluding law enforcement.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Cale Chapman. Earlier this morning, a structure fire at 2700 Block S Hall alerted Webb City 911. Webb City Fire, Webb City Police, and Met's ambulance responded. Joplin Fire and Duneweg Fire responded as mutual aid. Webb City Fire observed heavy flames coming from the front of the residence. Webb City FD cleared the scene at 8:50 a.m. this morning after an extensive overhaul inside the home. The Webb City Fire Marshal is currently investigating the cause of a fire. A Sikeston, Missouri man learns his fate for a 2019 robbery. A Cherokee County court sentenced Joseph Ships to 7 years in prison. Ships was found guilty by a jury of robbery, attempting to elude law enforcement, and driving while suspended. Evidence showed Ships forcing a man from his vehicle during a traffic stop back in December of 2019 and him fleeing in it. When the vehicle entered Oklahoma, OHP performed a tactical vehicle intervention maneuver to stop Ships. Ships is being held in the Cherokee County Jail pending transfer to the Kansas Department of Corrections. Authorities in Oklahoma and Texas are trying to identify a Jane Doe in Texas they believe to be a missing girl from Oklahoma. 12-year-old Cheryl Taylor of Pitcher, Oklahoma was last seen on July 28th of 1978. She was last seen standing on the sidewalk in front of a Pitcher grocery store between 7:15 and 7:30 p.m. According to Mark Wall, who's a part of the Ottawa and Delaware County Cold Case Unit, they got a break in this case. His investigation turned up a teenage Jane Doe in Texas, and they're trying to match DNA samples to identify her. Wall believes it is Cheryl, as both she and the Jane Doe have red hair. However, trying to confirm it is going to be tricky, as both Cheryl's mother and aunt cannot be found to give DNA samples. If you have any information on Cheryl Taylor's relatives, please call Mark Wall at 918-542-5547. A Joplin-based company hits the big time with a gig at this year's Super Bowl. Stokes Robotics, based in Joplin, will be featured in this year's Super Bowl as part of a TikTok tailgate party. The robots will join Jason Derulo as he performs his new song Saturday, Sunday. Stokes Robotics will travel to Glendale, Arizona today to prepare for on-site rehearsals. Stokes Robotics provides robotic solutions for customers in multiple industries such as law enforcement, agriculture, and manufacturing. And coming at you live, we've got Chris with an update on the weather.
Yeah, that's right, Cale. We are here live at Meadowbrook Mall in Pittsburgh for the 2023 Business Expo. Make sure you come down and check this out. We're going to have more on the expo here in just a few minutes. But first, I don't really need to show you a tower cam to let you know about this, because you probably are already aware. It is cloudy and it is cold. 7th and range line shows how cloudy it is. It doesn't show how cold, and so does the MoDOT camera at 32nd and range line. But hey, the good news is the roads are clear, as any precipitation is out of here. Maybe a stray flurry or two flying out there in some locations, but most of it's pretty clear. We are nowhere near where we were yesterday for a high. We made it up to 54 after starting the day at 35. Keep in mind our averages are 49 for high, 27 for the low. So we're almost average today, in all honesty. Still a chilly start to this day. We're sitting at 33 in Iola and Pittsburgh, 34 in Miami, 34 Joplin, 34 Neosho, and 33 in Carthage. Here's a look at what we're keeping an eye on this week. We're going to, of course, stay mostly cloudy this afternoon. We'll start to warm up just a little bit, and then we're going to warm up even more as we head into the weekend. And rain chances will be back on the rise as we head into the first half of next week. We're going to take a complete look at that full forecast and talk about those rain chances, how warm it's going to get, and we're going to feature a nice live interview here at Meadowbrook Mall about the Pittsburgh Business Expo here in just a few more minutes. Cale?
Alrighty, well, topping Nation Watch today, the House voted unanimously yesterday to condemn what it called China's brazen violation of the United States sovereignty. Officials say these balloons are part of a worldwide spying effort by China. Jared Hill has more.
As the FBI sifts through parts of the Chinese balloon recovered after it was shot down last weekend, new revelations about its potential for spying.
This irresponsible act put on full display what we've long recognized, that the PRC has become more repressive at home and more aggressive abroad.
The State Department says the balloon is part of a major surveillance program that's been used to spy on at least 40 countries. In a new interview with Noticias Telemundo, President Biden maintained the balloon did not represent a serious security issue.
It's not a major breach. I mean, look, it's a violation of international law. It's our airspace. And once it comes in our space, we can do what we want with it.
On Capitol Hill,
I am so angry.
Lawmakers grilled the Biden administration on its response.
Do we know what the Chinese Communist government was looking for?
Senator, we are learning more as we exploit the contents of the balloon and the payload itself.
That so-called payload, the crucial surveillance equipment, is still on the ocean floor off the coast of South Carolina. Rough seas are slowing down the recovery. Among the things investigators will be looking at, whether the Chinese balloon used any American-made technology. Just the possibility has the White House looking into stronger export controls to prevent U.S. tech from getting into the hands of the Chinese military. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Defense officials were also grilled on why the balloon wasn't taken down sooner in waters over Alaska. They insist since the recovery of the balloon was crucial in order to learn its capabilities, the icy and much deeper waters off of the Alaskan coast would have made finding and retrieving the balloon much harder and more dangerous. That's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on KOAM News at noon, we've got a game day roast in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Learn how to make these roast beef sliders. The Pittsburgh Business Expo is now underway at the Meadowbrook Mall. KOAM's Chris Warner joins us live from the event. Chris, how's it going?
Well, so far, so good. We're here at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall for the 2023 Pittsburgh Business Expo. Joining us now is Tori Edge from the Chamber of Commerce. Tori, welcome to the noon news. It's a little better than 5 o'clock in the morning.
It is. It very much is.
So tell us a little bit about the expo. It's now officially underway. What do you got going on out here?
So we kicked off this morning with our chamber coffee, and so now what we have is we have 24 vendors here at the Business Expo, and we will be here till 7 o'clock tonight, and then 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. You can expect learning about services, products, all the good stuff that all these businesses have to offer.
And you mentioned you've got 24 of them here. How important is it to be able to host a business expo and showcase what Pittsburgh has to offer?
I think it's super important to show our community members all that our businesses are doing, especially with their products and their services. And it's just a great way to spotlight all these businesses and all the great things that they're doing in our community.
And I noticed one thing at the coffee this morning is it goes beyond just allowing the community to see what is out there. It allows these businesses to network with each other, and that is important as well.
I think that's super important. It's a huge part what the Chamber of Commerce does, and it's a great way for those businesses to network with one another and get in contact with each other. So it's super important.
And I noticed some folks turning in some cards over here at the chamber table. What are those about?
So if you come on out this morning, come to the chamber table and you will get a vendor information card. And what it has every single vendor on there. When you go around the Biz Expo, stop at every booth, get it signed off, come back to the chamber table, and it'll be entered for a drawing for a $50 chamber gift certificate.
All right. Hey, can't go wrong with a free $50, right?
Got a chance to win.
And all you have to do is just check out the businesses here at the expo.
Yep, that's all you have to do.
All right, Tori, one more time, just the information on when it runs today and tomorrow.
So today we are here till 7 p.m. tonight. We have demonstrations starting at 4 p.m. Check out the Chamber's Facebook page for those times. And then tomorrow we'll be here from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we'll also be having demonstrations. So once again, check out the Chamber's Facebook page.
All right, Tori, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. So on a cold day like this, it's the perfect opportunity to come inside and check out the Business Expo. So make sure you do that right here at Meadowbrook Mall. Well, still to come on the KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
All righty, yeah. Well, thank you, Chris. Mr. Food will be up next. We'll be checking out those game day roast sliders. So hopefully you all join us for that.
Who will you be cheering for during this weekend's big game? If you serve what we're making today, I bet your game will be rooting for this all-time winner.
And as we mentioned, it's cloudy, it's cold. We're at Meadowbrook Mall. We're going to take a look at that full forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. We're live at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall for the 2023 Pittsburgh Business Expo. Make sure you get down here and check it out. In the meantime, we're going to check out the forecast. And unfortunately, at least for today, I don't have a lot of good news for you. Taking a look at our tower camera from 7th and Rangeline in Joplin, well, it's cloudy out there. You can't tell that it's cold, but rest assured, it is cold. Same view at 32nd and Rangeline from the MoDOT camera there. It is cloudy out there, but on the plus side, the roads are clear. Here's where we sit right now in Joplin. We're at 34 with the north breeze at 12, feeling like 25 out there, so it feels even colder than what it already is. Across the region, we are struggling to warm up, but believe it or not, we're still expected to make a few degrees on these temperatures. We're at 33 in Iola, Parsons, Chautauqua, and Pittsburgh, 34 Miami, Neosho, 33 Lamar, and Carthage, as well as Nevada. We have changes on the way as we head into next week. But one of the first changes that we have on the way is some warmer weather. So as we take a look at the future track through the rest of today, again, believe it or not, we're still going to warm up a few degrees. It's hard to believe, but we will. We'll even be a few degrees warmer as we head into Saturday. And, as if that's not good enough, we're going to be a few more degrees warmer as we head into Saturday. Into Sunday. My days are all messed up here. So Saturday's looking to be pretty clear, a little bit warmer. Sunday, a few more clouds, even warmer. Then as we head into Monday, we'll be even warmer yet. And then as we head into Monday night, we have some rain on the way. As you can see here on the future track, rain starts to overspread the area late Monday night into early Tuesday morning. By 7 a.m., all of us getting in on the rain activity. Could even have a rumble of thunder or two out there with a little bit of heavier rainfall. If you look by 7 o'clock, it's still starting to exit, but even by 7, a number of us still getting in on this rain activity. Now, once that gets out of here, we are good for the remainder of Wednesday. Even check out some of these temperatures as we head into the 60s, but look out to our northwest. You see where Goodland's at 25? You see that snow? Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to make its way our way. So here's what we've got for the rest of the day. We're still looking at highs reaching upper 30s to around 41 in Joplin. We'll still have those cloudy skies. They'll start to become mostly cloudy as we head into the rest of the afternoon and early evening. So maybe a peak or two of sunshine out there possible. Clouds will continue to clear, though, as we head through the evening and into the overnight hours. We're down to 30 by midnight under mostly clear skies, and that's what we're looking at with a low of 28 tonight. Don't forget to scan that QR code or go to your favorite app store and find the KOAM Skywatch weather app. That way, if you've got any plans this weekend, if you're outdoors away from your TV, you have the entire Skywatch weather team in the palm of your hand. All right, let's quick look at the 7-day. We're up to 47 tomorrow, 53 Sunday, breezy, gust up to 20, 30 miles an hour. We get the rain in here Monday into Valentine's Day, so do plan indoor activities for Valentine's Day. Up to 61 Wednesday, then we get a wintry mix building in Wednesday night as temperatures fall, and that'll continue into Thursday morning. We go from that nice 61 on Wednesday to only 38 on Thursday. So enjoy this little taste of spring we're about to get because it won't last long. Kale?
All right, well, thank you, Chris. Stick around, everybody. We're making roast beef sliders in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen after the break. Super Bowl parties are a big part of experiencing the game. We've got a great new recipe for everyone that the whole party will cheer for down here in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
When it comes to the big game this weekend, no matter who you're cheering on, or if you're just watching it for the commercials, you know you're going to work up an appetite. So this year, along with your chips and dip, make sure you have something that'll satisfy the hungriest of appetites. How about melty roast beef sliders? We begin by slicing a package of Hawaiian-style rolls in half like this and smearing both sides with a container of refrigerated garlic herb spread. This is going to add lots of flavor. Now we pile on some thinly sliced deli roast beef and top it with roasted red peppers. Just make sure you drain them well. And some sliced provolone. Sprinkle on some steak seasoning and top the whole thing with crispy fried onions. Put the top on and cover it with foil. About 20 minutes before it's time to serve, pop it in the oven to get all melty. Put these out during halftime and watch everyone dig in. The nice thing about these, they're just the right size. To get the recipe for our game day roast beef sliders, so you can earn the title of Best Game Day Host, just visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a winning way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
We are live at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall for the 2023 Pittsburgh Business Expo, the Walk of Fame. It runs until 7 tonight with demonstrations beginning at 4. You can check the Chamber's Facebook page for more information on those demonstrations. And it kicks off again tomorrow from 10 to 3 right here at the mall. And there will be demonstrations throughout the day, so make sure you come check it out. In addition, we're checking out warmer weather. Today, not so much, but as we head through the weekend and into next week, we do see temperatures begin to rebound. We see rain late Monday through Tuesday, and then possibly a wintry mix late Wednesday into Thursday morning. We drop from that very nice 61 down to 38 Thursday, 38 next Friday, and then we start another warming trend as we head into next weekend.
Thank you, Chris. Coming up tonight at 5, the fans are arriving and the excitement is building for Super Bowl 57, down.
That's right. Sports experts are predicting that the Eagles and Chiefs will battle in a tight game, and fans arriving in Glendale and around the world are going to witness a whole number of Super Bowl firsts. We'll tell you about those. Plus, we'll meet the Carl Junction Company behind the robots featured during a musical performance at the Super Bowl. And the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office will soon use fentanyl test strips that could help prevent drug overdoses. Hope you join us for those stories. A whole lot more, of course. It's coming up today on KOAM News at 5.
For sure. All righty. Well, thank you all for joining us for the KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5.